All that gossiping that they did only made you popular. Now you are the talk of the town. Folks, let me tell you something. They don't talk about losers. They only talk about winners. So if you winning, trust and believe they're going to talk about you. But at the same time, if you losing or winning, they still going to chit chat because they ain't got no life. Because that's what losers do. They sit around and gossip about other people's lives or trying to compete with the person that they cannot stand. But I see it like this. If they don't like an individual, if they can't stand that person, then why is their name all in their mouth? Because deep down inside, they want to be just like them. And the more they talk about them, the more popular they get. Just like when people talk about celebrities. These celebrities don't even know them, don't even care about them. But here they are at their concert, listen to their music. So quite frankly, they paying that celebrity more money. Think about it. So while they talk about you, not only they making you popular, they making you even more stronger. They giving you that energy. And they sitting over there powerless. While they got their group of friends, thinking they got the power. But you the one that got the power. Because they keep on talking and talking and talking. And the more they talk, the man upstairs going to keep on blessing you. Your cup is going to overflow. Even next year. So you thought they talked about you this year, last year, and years before that? 2026. They're going to be exhausted. Because trust and believe me, they thought season 1 was hell. Season 2, you finna make these people have a freaking headache. Everybody in the community that you grew up in gonna be talking about you. Some gonna be expired, some gonna wanna do what you do, and some gonna be hating. They cannot do the things that you did. They can't survive what you had survived. These people that gave up, throwing the towel, they would have cracked like an egg. They would have folded like a lawn chair. And some of them would have gave up on life. But you didn't do that. Because that wasn't in your DNA. We don't quit over here. We warriors. We survivors. You understand? We don't do that over here. But people want you to do that. They want you to be a loser. Just like they are. But you refuse to listen to them. And you refuse to be a doormat for them. And when you start setting boundaries, that's when they begin to talk. The smear campaigns. Lying. That only made you more popular. But let me tell you something. While the ducks at the bottom is quacking, the eagles up there is flying high. And y'all know ducks cannot fly. So while they down there gossiping, talking about you like an animal in the street, you made things happen. See, it's a difference. People wish that they can make it happen. But it's other people that make it happen. And them people is us. We don't talk about it. We be about it. We about it. And they want to be us, but they can't. They ain't nothing but a watercolor shutter or a wannabe or a duplicate. They want to be a copycat. But they can't copy you. And when they can't, They want to make fun of your image. But let me tell you this. You may got a big nose, big lips, big ears, maybe even big eyes. But you ain't go to Dr. Miracle and get a plastic surgery done. Oh, they don't want to hear that now, do they? But guess what? They insecure. Insecure people talk. Insecure people make other people popular. And as a matter of fact, they jealous of your resilient. Everybody in your hometown that you grew up with. If you move out of your hometown and wherever you move to, you ain't missing out on a thing. Them people still haven't done nothing to this day. This very day. Their mindset is still the same once you left these people. And as a matter of fact, they regret for wasting their life worrying about other people. Being in other folks' business. They wasted their whole life, y'all. And now they want to make you go crazy. They're trying to get in your head. And it's not working. Now you living rent-free in their head. And they are so sickly obsessed with you. Because you won't let them have their way with you. You start setting boundaries. You said no. You start doing what's best for you. You put yourself first. And all that. And they can't stand it, boy. Y'all making these demons even more madder. Good. Let them be mad. Let them be upset. Because at the end of the day, they couldn't do what you did. They could not stand near you. In other words, they couldn't even stand close to you. Because they will fall. They can't stand to a winner. They can't sit next to a champion. They'll start shaking in fear. They can't even talk to you because they'll start stuttering. You'll make them nervous. You make them want to pee on themselves. They can't handle all that pressure. But you can handle the pressure. Look at you, you're shining bright. And they see that glow inside of you. And they wish like hell they had it. But they can't have it. That's why they mad. That's why they gossiping. Now everybody know who you is now. You became popular. Worldwide popular. And it is shocking to everybody. Yo, ain't that such and such? He ain't had nothing. She ain't had nothing. Look at you now. You went from couldn't get right to you got everything right. Now they over there suffering. Gossiping. Suffering in pain. Behind closed doors, they crying. Suffering. But when they get with their little friends, or they having a blast. They're throwing a celebration party of failure. But when they leave from each other's presence, they hurting. We talking about heartbroken. Because they talked about you so much. They turned you into a star. They turned you into celebrity. This is why people want to sign your merchandise. Whatever it is you got going on, people want your autograph now. And I ain't saying you're a celebrity, none of that, but whether you like it or not, you're a role model now. Y'all can't even sit near these people no more. That's why you got to get up out of your hometown. And when you did that, you became the talk of the town. Or if you haven't done that yet, trust and believe me, they talking. You outgrew everybody from your childhood. Everybody. The teachers They shocked too. Everybody's in complete shock because they can't believe who you became. Back then you were struggling. They always thought you were never gonna make it. And look what happened. You made it. People ain't gonna learn their lesson at Artie. How many times have I got to say it? Be careful of how you treat others. Because you may never know. That homeless man, that homeless woman, that janitor, whoever, gonna end up becoming the next big thing. See, always the ones that people overlook end up becoming something. They overlook Michael Jordan. They overlook everybody. Ali even said it. I'm going to show you how great I am. They overlook all of them. And look what happened. They did the same thing to you. And look what happened. Some of these people broke up with you. I'm talking about relationship-wise. Cheated on you because you ain't had your money right. Finances right. You were struggling. Now look at them. They struggling. They did all of that. Blah, blah, blah. Mouth was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while they were doing this, talking out the side of their mouth, that mouth is moving like Pac-Man. You was over there working. Not even studying them. The reason why they were doing this, to get under your skin. They wanted to make you mad, piss you off. And it still did not work. They were like little kids. They want to get you so upset to the point you want to scream and yell at them. But you notice, these people are still kids. Because if they were really grown, they would not be worrying about you. So that's little kid stuff. So you just look at them, laugh, shake your head. Or for some of you, you tell them one time. Tell them about their funky ways. Put them in their place. Or my catchphrase, put your foot in their behind. One time and that was it. And they still did this. Guess what you did? You used all that gossiping and all that mouth. You let that elevate you. They say don't throw stones at a glass house. And that's exactly what they did. You took them stones, you collect them, and you use them stones to climb and climb even more higher. And the higher you got, the more they talk. The higher you became in the sky, the more angrier they got. It got to the point they bust a nerve in their head. That every day is all about you. Every day is about you, my friend. AEIOU is all about you. They're going to talk about you for the rest of their lives. But guess whose fault is that? It sure ain't your fault. It ain't my fault. Oh, it ain't my fault. It's their fault. Because they should have had mind their own business. But that's what nosy people get. Always trying to watch and keep up with the Joneses or the Kardashians. Trying to keep up with the real deal. Knowing doggone well they can't keep up with you. They can't sit with you. But they know deep down inside, if they was in your shoes, they would have crumbled into pieces a long time ago. But you didn't crumble. You became even more wiser, stronger, and even more tougher. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line. And that's all I got to say about that, y'all. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video. God bless you all. Happy Monday. And that's remember, the more gossiping that they did, they turned you into a superstar. And that everybody that grew up with you is either shocked, jealous, inspired, upset, obsessed, and all them other emotions. They feel in some type of way. But who the F cares? Screw how they feel. Screw them and their feelings. They emotional damage anyway. But y'all keep up the good work. I'm proud of y'all. God bless you all. Y'all be safe out there. And I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Thank you all for the support. Be focused. Focus. Stay on your ish. Make sure you're on your health. Mental health and all that. Because 2026, we're going even more higher. And we're going to keep on being focused. All the way to the top. That's all we're going. To the top. See you later, my friends. And that's all, folks.